Thank you so much, and thank you for considering this issue. I wanted to follow up with something I heard on the line about cell phones versus Wi-Fi and say that it's all radio frequency radiation. And in fact, some scientists are concerned that Wi-Fi, because of its modulation, may be more harmful even at a lower power. In fact, the biological impact can be impacted by the pulse, the pulsating that occurs. So I hope that if you do the forum you're talking about, you can really educate and have someone come in to talk about that. I wanted to just show you this because one of the things I raised about the report that you've put together and the recommendations is it needs to include cell phones as well. So this is from someone who wore a dosimeter into a school all day and home. And what's useful about it is that all the different colors represent the different signals at play. Now, here is the time during school, 7:45 to 3, and here is at home where the Wi-Fi is off. You can see the difference from just not having the Wi-Fi on. There was only one class where the children used computers. Plus, the red is actually from the cell phone radiation exposure, which is significant. And the person who wore this only used the cell phone for one period to do research, which is of course what children are doing in classes. But you can see there's red throughout, so they're getting the radiation exposure from their neighbor or who has a cell phone, who might be standing next to them. So that's why it's important that these devices certainly be off, unless they're, well, I don't think they should be on actually in the school. I think everything should be hardwired, so I'll say that. But I know that in Israel they just issued that the smartphones need to be off in schools because of this issue. So I wanted to point that out. Also that the World Health Organization secretary, when they did the classification, said Wi-Fi, cell tower radiation, cell phones are all radio frequency, and they are, and I'll quote, effectively the same agent. So I also wanted to show you, this is some looking at the absorption into the body from a laptop, and just to share that Wi-Fi radiation is not low. Your body is being exposed. Your chest, if you look here, the yellow and the orange are the highest exposures, and this was actually a study looking at how far away the laptop is, how that impacts the absorption into the body. But you can just, I'm using this to just show how the face, the chest are impacted. And I also have here a 6-year-old with this is a tablet with the waveform, and this was looking at 5.9 inches from the eyes, which children are using in classrooms, and you can see them cuddling up with their, or sitting on the ground and going like this, how the frontal lobe is getting penetration, into the brain of children. So I would also like to ask that the council consider issuing information to pediatricians, because my daughter's pediatrician doesn't know about this issue. And really, I think doctors and family members need guidance. They need good information. And I'm so thankful that this organization exists to protect children with a precautionary approach, because it really makes sense for our children's future. I didn't follow any of my notes, but I thank you so much.